Well, guys, I got a lot of explaining to do. Car's home. I haven't filmed very much, but it's tuned. It's home. It's got an oil leak that we're gonna have to fix, but it made it here. I just drove from Andy's shop, which is only about 2 miles down the road. Manual brakes are definitely different, but I don't think I have the right pads on. I know that makes a big difference on manual brakes. So right now it doesn't feel like I have any brakes almost. The car spools insanely fast with the 2.4. Literally starts spooling at like 3,000 RPMs. And it is nuts how much faster this car spools now. Literally just wants to grenade the tire fucking everywhere. Wants to light it up. I did like a couple little pulls. And man, this thing's gonna be violent this year. So I'm gonna catch you guys up on a few things once we get the car in the garage, probably here in a day or so. But I figured I'd take this video while I just got it home. There's a few things. I'll go over everything that I've done that I haven't filmed. Been really stressed out these last few weeks trying to get the car done because we've had some issues. And yeah, but it's home. Here it is. Pull it in the garage for the first time. Fuck you, Nelson, for putting a cage in my car and making it a bitch to get out of. I made the video driving it home and then had more issues. So we ended up killing the turbo somehow. It started leaking a ton of oil through into the exhaust, started smoking a bunch. So I had to buy a new center section. We have the new turbo on here now. Also did arrow catch latches and got rid of the stock hood latch. She's running good now. The only thing we still have to do is bleed the coolant system because it still has air in it. So I've drove it probably a total of like 5 miles only so far. I need to get the plates renewed, and I just haven't done that yet because I've been spending a lot of money. I actually picked up a spare motor as well and started the process of having that built because I'm not sure how long this thing's gonna last. I started having a lot of issues after the last video. Basically had piston slap, but we thought it was something else that we were chasing down for a long time, pulling the timing cover off. We thought maybe the bottom guide built into the Skunk 2 timing cover was riding on the chain. That wasn't the case. Pulled the oil pan off. I got rid of the Morosa oil pan because that thing fucking sucks. Put a stock pan back on with a bung for the oil temp. Got all our intercooler piping done. Andy built us this sweet catch can and coolant overflow reservoir combined setup. Looks really good. We even anodized the black at the shop. Homemade done, which was pretty cool because I didn't know you could do anodizing literally with like very simple stuff. We got new brake pads because when I first left the shop, I didn't know manual brakes, you're supposed to buy grippier brake pads or pads that have more initial bite. So I got those on all around. Brakes feel great. The Chase Bays brake booster delete is extremely consistent on brakes, and it's going to be awesome for drifting. I can't wait to see how that feels left foot braking. Now I won't have any more inconsistencies trying to left foot brake behind somebody drifting. What else, man? We've done a lot. All the wiring done. Mil-spec harness. That side's kind of a little bit scary looking. For some reason, the heat isn't working, and I don't know why that is. But I'm gonna have to check some wiring connections and see maybe if I unplug the blower motor for some reason. We built this handbrake setup. So I used to have a pull-up style with these seats. I pretty much didn't allow it because my arm would hit on here. So we built this rod setup to use the Drift HQ master mount back there and reservoir. And now we have an ASD handle up here. But I think we might be replacing this with the Chase Bays one. So hopefully Chase Bays comes through with their new handle that they just released. Also did a lot of tidying up. Trying to think what else I can show you guys. So this is kind of cool. a little something for you guys to know that want a small battery that's super light. So running this Noco lithium battery, it's a LiPo battery. It weighs only 3 pounds, I believe. And it's about 160 bucks on Amazon, 5-year warranty. And everybody told me this wouldn't work very good. It wouldn't turn the car over well, but it actually works fantastic. We've had to crank the car a lot without it running. Never died, never got weak. So far it's been fantastic. Stoked on that. We still got to wire up my flex fuel sensor. Fuel lab, surge tank's the same. Running great as always, working fantastic. Trying to think what else. Oh, we got the new steering wheel mounted up. Thanks to Grip Royal. They came out with this awesome steering wheel for us. It's my custom Medina Motorsports with some cheetah and cheetah button. So we put that on. Came out fantastic, looks great. Seats are in. I got these little pads that keep coming unvelcroed, which is super annoying. But because these harnesses were a little bit rough on the neck. Trying to think what else I can show you guys. Anything else up here? We got this brand new Tile 44 mil wastegate. Turbo manifold starting to get some heat, so it's making some cool colors. What else, man? eBay throttle body holding up well so far. I did a 70 mil throttle body and ported the S2000 intake manifold mouth to 70 mil to match it. I think we finally got rid of our oil leaks and everything like that. So just to give you guys a little breakdown on all that, basically trying to get the car started to get ready for the dyno, I had so many leaks, and I'm usually extremely good about not having leaks like oil leaks or coolant leaks. I just always like double check everything and usually have no leaks. So first it started out with my sandwich plate. I forgot to tighten one of the fittings in it. That leaked oil. Fixed that. As soon as I fixed that, the coolant or thermostat housing on the opposite side of the motor started leaking water. Thought I fixed that. Then the rear water outlet started leaking. Fixed that. Then the thermostat housing started leaking again. I pulled the thermostat housing off the car probably 3 or 4 times trying to reseal it completely. And then on the 4th time, finally got it to seal and not leaking. And then we had the turbo die, which was leaking as well. And I couldn't find this phantom leak in the front of the motor, and it was driving me nuts because I just couldn't find it. It was a rough time, man. I was ready to almost throw in the towel. The truck, I also had to pull the turbo back off because I thought the pedestal O-rings were leaking again. And they were. So I ended up using a different pedestal, putting the turbo back on. Yeah, that was a whole nightmare in the middle of all this. I feel like I've just had a bad luck cloud following me around the last like month and a half. And that's why I haven't made a video. I just haven't honestly felt motivated. Every day I've been coming home after work, going straight to work on the car, and just felt like I was a slave. And it's not fun doing that. I don't recommend it. It definitely is bad for your mental and physical health. Been extremely sore because every single day I've been doing something. But now I can finally start to see the light on the other side. And I don't know if we're going to be able to make an event this weekend that I'm talking about trying to go test the car at, because I would like to test it before we go to Drift Indy Street League. I would prefer not to show up there untested, but it would be a pretty cool story to show up to a competition untested and podium or do extremely well. So sorry for the long 2-month hiatus and not making videos. I'm going to try to get back on the grind now, and I'll try to film all the heart-aching, like hard shit that sucks to deal with. I just definitely wasn't in the right mental space to film it all during that time, because like I said, there was just so much stuff going on that it was really hard to take a second to film and talk about what was going on. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, this is another thing I did. I made these dash block off plates for where I cut too much on the dash or had to cut the dash for the roll cage. These came out pretty sweet. Completely blocked the holes we cut. Don't look in here, it's kind of a mess. The ECU has a mount on this, but I don't have it mounted in because I need to add that flex fuel sensor. So this should look all pretty clean. Got a windshield in. Just trying to think of anything I could think of. But yeah, again, just want to say I'm sorry for taking so long to make another video. I hope you guys are looking forward to the content coming. This car feels like an absolute rocket ship on the street. It starts spooling the turbo at 3,000 RPMs, and it comes on like a freaking light switch. Like, very violent compared to the F20. Picking up an extra 70 foot-pounds of torque and 30 horsepower is pretty massive, especially the torque mainly. This thing's gonna be able to light the tire up no problem some of those times when I'd need to like go up a gear with the F20, but when I'd go up a gear, no matter what I did, it couldn't relight the tire. I think this thing's gonna have no problem relighting the tire needing to go up a gear at some of these tracks we drive at. So far, the motor package is pretty wild. This turbo is nuts with the K24. It spools so fast. Same turbo as last year. Pulsar 3076 GTX2 Gen 2 copy. I did the biggest AR housing on it, double V-band 101. So really excited to try to get this thing out to the track. Weather's supposed to be crappy the next few days, so I don't know what I'll film. Maybe I can come up with a reason to film something else so I can get 2 videos out for you guys here quickly. But again, I just want to thank you for all the support you guys do watching these videos. I know I don't have a huge crowd, but I do appreciate the people that do take the time to watch the videos, comment, like, or hit me up about questions or whatever. Honestly, appreciate that so much. And I just want to say thanks to you guys because it means a lot. And making these videos and taking the time to film in the middle of doing stuff is a lot of work. And it gives me a newfound respect for people that do YouTube full time because it is extremely hard. So, all right, guys. Sorry this one's kind of short. Not much cool stuff in it, but I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Like and subscribe.